This video is in regards to a 2015 Nissan Altima that has a key fob issue. It won't start. So in this video, I'm using the IM508 in the XP400 Pro, but I want to give a huge shout out to Zach McLean. He's helped me significantly with this car and several other cars when it comes to key programming, troubleshooting vehicles. He's in Arkansas. His name is Zach McLean. Guy's been awesome helping with me. Give him a call, you know, back and forth trying to figure stuff out. I've learned a lot from this guy, so I want to give him a huge shout out. So now we'll roll into the video and show what we kind of came up with and how to troubleshoot this thing, or how we troubleshot it. 2015 Nissan Altima. Issue is it's the key here, key fob it's not programmed or something. I'm not sure what's going on. But if you try to start it, the security light just comes on for the key there. It's probably not going to focus on here. That's the security light for the key, so it won't do nothing. So what I'm going to do here is I typed the VIN in. I was trying to record this earlier. Got to go to the other one. But my damn phone died, so yeah, I gotta type the VIN in again. So let me type that in real quick. All right, so there's the VIN. Sorry, my camera's not focusing very good today. It's a shitty day outside, snowing. It's been snowing for like the last 2 weeks here in Idaho. Apparently a locksmith did this one before, but I don't know what happened. I don't know the history on it. So turn the hazard light on and open and close the door once. Imagine us doing this because we can't turn nothing on. So hit OK. Only thing we can do is turn like the hazards on and stuff. It won't turn nothing else on at all. There's the security light. So it's doing its thing. I'm connected to the network. Hopefully my phone don't die this time, because that's what happened earlier. I was trying to film it. But we'll see what happens. I didn't get very far though, so we'll redo it, everything, and see what's going on. Or if it's a bad key fob or what's going on. No idea. So we'll have to see what happens here. Let me pause it till we get some more data. All right, we're at 85%. Almost there. 95, 100%. Okay, let's do an Mobilizer status scan. And remember those fault codes, 4 of them in the BCM, were for the tire pressure system. But what I have noticed, it's a smart key. Number of keys registered to the BCM is 0. 20-digit authorization code calculation is supported. Still scanning here. We'll see here once it finishes up. Again, this is the only key I have for this guy. I don't know the history on this car. I need to talk to him. Why it came to this shop. This is a new shop I'm doing some stuff for. Well, I got called out to anyway, so. VIN code NA. That's kind of weird, I guess. But anyways, it's done scanning. So if you go to report, body control modules, the low tire pressures for all the tires. But if you go add key guided, it's going to start to get the pin executing. It'll erase all learned keys. You can do up to 4. Yes, only continue. Turn off the ignition, turn on the hazard lamp. Well, we'll just recycle that. Recycle the door, ignition's off. Can't wait. Hit OK. Place the back of the smart key against the ignition. Okay, I'm doing that. Here's something beeping, checking network. Press push button ignition switch for 2 seconds or more and turn ignition switch to the on position. 1, 2. It came on. Right there. Ignition normal is after the ignition and dashboard normal condition. Yes. So now Sorry, somebody came up the vehicle and cleaned the snow off. It kind of scared me. I just don't know if this key fob is going to program. Turn off the ignition and wait for 3 seconds. Goodbye, it says 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Hit OK. Press the push start button once. Attach the smart key that needs to be programmed to the push start button. Whether the instrument, then ask if the instrument lights up. And this is where it fails. That shit came on that time. Huh. Okay, did it light up automatically? Yes. Program success, continue program next one. No. Turn off the ignition, wait for 3 seconds. Goodbye. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Press the start-stop button once and attach the first learn smart key to the start-stop button. Within 5 seconds, an instrument will automatically light up. Which it did. Hit OK. Turn it off. Goodbye. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. OK. Key program has succeeded. Perform the following to check the keys. Open and close the door once. Click the unlock and lock key. Start the engine. Wait for 5 seconds. Open and close the door once. Click the unlock and lock button. That works. And start the engine. Key ID incorrect. What? Sorry, I set it down right there. It said key ID incorrect. Let's put this on here once. Key ID incorrect. It says open and close the door once. Click the unlock and lock key once. Start the engine and wait for 5 seconds. It says it succeeded at all, but it's not doing anything. Well, there it did. I guess I didn't have the back of it on there. Oh my gosh. That was kind of weird. I set my damn phone down as recording. Let me get my stuff together and I'll get some more data on this. 1 minute. Alright, so I did another scan on it. Now it's got the VIN in there, which was set NA before, and now it's got one key programmed to the BCM. So I'm gonna retry to. I'm gonna exit out of this and retry to start everything. It was weird that that ID on this key says no key detected right there. It just did. Why does it say that when I have the key in the car? That is so weird. It says no key detected. There must be something wrong with this frequency on this thing or something. Even if I hold it up to this. And the key lock, the key fob's working. It's obviously a program. It says no key detected. Let me restart it here. Yeah, no, it won't start. It says no key detected. Put it up here. It's honking its horn. Now it has no key detected. Now the security light's back on. Let me pause this for a sec. Alright, it's not starting again, but it shows you. We try to start it. It keeps honking the horn. It says key ID. God, this thing would focus. Key ID incorrect, and it's showing you putting the key on here. We've tried it there. We've tried it in the pockets. And now it's not working. It says key ID incorrect. Key ID incorrect. Shows you to put it up to the smart key, but it's not reading for some reason. Whether it's the key itself, key fob, or the mobilizer. All right, so it's running again here, but if you look at the instrument cluster, it says no key detected. We do have low tires. Well, it says it is. No key detected, but it's random. It comes on and it comes off. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't work. But the prox key, you shouldn't always have to hold it up to the start-stop switch right here. You should be able to set it in the instrument cluster, or not the instrument cluster, the cup holder and stuff. And, you know, recognize it from there. There's a damn lights. But anyways, I did a full system scan with the 906 BT. Only codes we got in here is airbag. It was in a frontal collision, current, pretensioner, front right hand, front left hand. All these airbag codes are current. Right front pretensioner, left front pretensioner. Driver airbag. BCM codes is all the low pressures for all the tires. History on this car I found out was it just had some cosmetic damage from a front end collision. They fixed it. It's been running for a few months fine. Then it would randomly not start. It would start, it wouldn't start. Kind of like what it's doing to us. In the beginning of this video, I tried to program it. They said 0 keys in the BCM, no VIN. We programmed it, got the VIN written into it, and the key number, there was 1 key programmed. And it started, and then it wouldn't start, and then it would start. It's a key not detected. The horn would go on and off. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to test the key with the XP400 next. But we're also probably going to get a new key fob. Probably get one of those and then program it. I'm not saying it's just a key, but it sure acts like the key fob. And or, you know, maybe it's an antenna issue or body control module issue. But I'm thinking this. We want to start with that anyways. Some more to come. All right, so I believe we definitely do have a bad key fob here. Reason is, so I go in the programmer with the IM508 and the XP400 Pro. Once it checks its upgrade file here. Come on. Got Steve over there. We're going to go to key. So I'm going to do the remote detection first. So that little wave there, put that on there. Frequency detection. Got to hit a button. And it's reading 433.8 megahertz. So that reads. But now we're going to take our key fob and put it in here in the slot to try to read it. We go to automatic detection, and it failed several times earlier. Yeah, chip communication failed. So the chip in here is not talking. However, I did get it to read one time. I just didn't capture it on film. So let me just flip this around, try it another way, but it should have read. Yeah, no. Let me just put it up here, make sure. But like I said, it did read once earlier, which would make sense that sometimes it's reading, sometimes it's not, because of it's failed again. Because it would sometimes work on the car, sometimes it wouldn't. If I take my Tahoe key and then go automatic detection, it reads that. You can go into the menu and do all your stuff, right? So if I go into, I don't know, let's pick this Ford key. Go automatic detection. Same thing, it reads. Let's do a Dodge key or a Jeep key. Which, by the way, is the one we got to put the engine on. Hey, Steve, you're on film. Smile. That one's good. Do you have your son's Volkswagen key? Is that just a smart key?
You can go find it.
Can you go find it real quick so we can see how this one reads? He gets a little shy on camera, but no big deal. So those read, but let's try the put all this back in. We didn't read it with it on, which wouldn't matter. Well, I'm just going to try just the key itself. It's not going to... Should be reading that fob there. Yeah, failed. Put it all back together, try it again. It's just a proximity key, a prox key, and it's not reading nothing. It did earlier. We're going to grab a Volkswagen prox key to make sure that reads, but I believe that's why we have a bad key. We're going to get a new one and program it. Hopefully that fixes it. All right, this is a key off a 2010 Volkswagen CC. This one actually goes into a slot and locks in, but we'll do automatic detection. Just comparing, making sure, I guess, my IM508 and my XP400 Pro is working correctly. Yeah, this one reads too. So, what we're going to have to do is get a new key, program it, and then we'll go from there. Well, I just found something interesting. I took the battery out of this key, a CR2032, no battery in it, put the key on there, the Mobilizer, or the key fob for that Nissan, and now it's reading. That is so weird. Let me try it again. I have the battery out. No, it's reading fine. Let me just go to the frequency ones. Of course, it's not going to read a frequency now because there's no battery. Pushing it, nothing. So that means it has to be this key fob. And now I put it back in with the battery back in the case with the snap back together. I just tried it, it's not reading. Let me try it again. Nothing. So let me take the battery out, put the case in and try it. All right, so I got the battery out. I got this just like this now. I hit automatic detection. This thing doesn't click like it does with it together, but it reads now every time. So when I have this in, it sounds like a relay's turning on and off in here, and it's not reading, but now it's reading with it like this. So now let me take the battery out and put it back together and try it. All right, so I took the battery out, the original one, and I put the case back together. Now let's try it. No clicking, but it reads. And I had no clicking. Let's put the battery back in to show that again. Okay. All right, so I got the key fob back together with the original battery. It clicked. You can hear it click and it failed. Do it again. Clicked, it's going to fail. Failed. Now let's put a new battery in. It's like it's not reading it with that battery, which is weird. All right, so I got a good battery, all back together. Let's try it now. Clicks, it's going to fail. What in the hell is going on? That is so weird. It's going to fail. Every time. It fails when the battery's in. That is so weird. But anyways, I need to get a new key fob. We can do these tests and go from there. One more thing before my phone dies here, before we get a new one. Everything's apart. Let's just put a battery laid in here. Hit automatic detection. It should still read. Just proving that the battery's not interfering with anything. And it still reads. So I think the battery, when it's in the circuit, is taking the circuit down. So we'll get a new key fob. All right, so I got the new key in aftermarket. I think it's from Keyless Factory on UHS hardware. So now what I'm going to do, still key reading right, automatic detection. It's in there in the XP400 Pro. It says the chip type, the key ID, lock status is unlocked. code mode, Manchester code. Press OK to enter it. And then we're going to go back and do remote detection, frequency detection. Put it on here, hit a button, and it's reading right there. So that means there's a battery in there, and it means it's reading right. Because remember before in this video, it didn't read correctly with the battery in for the type of key. So now we're going to go ahead and program it to the Nissan. Alright, so I'm in the car. I don't have the old key with me right now, so I'm going to type the VIN in. I'm under the Mobilizer program. Shut this door here. Sorry, it's dark out. Turn the hazard warning light. Open the door, close the door. Okay. Well, I got to turn my Wi-Fi on 1 sec. Alright, I got my Wi-Fi on, so we'll need the network, I'm sure, to calculate the pin. So, we got the new key fob here. This key's not cut on the emergency key here, but, or for the glove box there. Eventually I need to get a key machine. But I could use the other one from the bad fob for now, I suppose. Let me pause it till it continues to scan. So you don't have to watch this part. Now it's going pretty good. I'll pause it. And we're coming up there, 100%. Let's just do an emo status scan real quick. Those are 4 TPMS codes, 1 smart key programmed, 20-digit authorization code calculation supported. Let it continue to scan here. It's going through the BCM. Come on. Should be doing it. There we go. VIN code NA. That's weird. Before I had a VIN in there. But it's been having issues. Escape. Let's go to hot function. I guess you can do it different ways in here. What is this? Never seen this on my scan tool before. Well, it gives you instructions. Huh. Smart key guided. Hit start. It'll erase all keys. You can do up to 4. Yes. Turn it off the ignition. Turn the hazard. Let's just recycle all this. Open, close the door. Okay. Place the back of the smart key against the ignition. Okay, I'm holding it there. It beeped once. Getting pin, it said it succeeded. Operate according to the following. Press the push button ignition switch for 2 seconds or more to turn your switch on. So we're going to hold it for 2 seconds. 1 1000, 2 1000. It's on. Hit OK. Are the ignition and dashboard normal condition? Are they turned on? Yes. Now I was going to try to program it. Guess when it beeps once, it means it works. If it beeps like 3 or 4 or 5 times, then it doesn't work. Turn off the ignition, wait for 3 seconds. Turned it off. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Okay. Press the push start button once. Attach a smart key that needs to be programmed to the push start and didn't program there. Huh. That's 5 beeps. It should have. That's not programming. Let's retry. It's supposed to beep once in program and it's not. There must be something wrong with this antenna. Let me. Now let me retry here. It failed key programming. Well, sorry I didn't catch it on video. What I ended up doing is I went to a Mobilizer status scan, and then when it was done, I clicked on Add Key Guided. It was the same procedure. However, what I did is I did it again. I'm trying to think. I don't want to redo everything, but what I did is I held it up here, like it said. I never removed it. When I was filming, I had my hand back and forth, and it didn't read all the time. And then I turned it off, turned it on, turned it off, turned it, and it registered. And then up here, when I tried to turn it on, because it tells you the rest of the directions, which is in the earlier part of this video, it said up here that process complete. So I didn't get all that on video, but I can turn it off. If you look, one key in our VIN's written, our key fob, which locks and unlocks. And I'm going to set this key fob, I'm going to just put the key fob in my pocket. Sorry, this lighting sucks. I'll put it in my pocket, I'm going to start it, and it pops right up. It would never do that before. So I could redo it all, but I don't want to redo it all. I think what happened is the process order of operations according to the scan tool wasn't doing exactly what it said, and didn't have it in the right spot and all that. But it programmed perfectly. I wish I would have caught it on film, but you just gotta trust me, it works. And right now there's no messages on there. Before, right away, it would see key ID not detected, key not programmed, all that bull crap. If I turn it off and I put this key fob, I'm gonna put it in the, sorry, it's like bitch dark. I'm putting it in the back seat there. I'm gonna hold the brake. Damn it, I didn't hurt nothing. My damn foot slipped off. I'm gonna hold the brake, and you can see the message right there. It says do it. I'm gonna start it. Comes right up. So that should be it for this 2015 Nissan Altima.